recognize this, but it is a personal right of a patient to acquire cannabis from anyone. I mean, I think it's well.
That's a patient still, but not the caregiver.
I understand, but what they are doing is they're imparting upon the applicant licensee to purchase marijuana from anyone that they want without retribution. Is essentially what's happening. You're moving the personal. I mean, in analogy only.
But retribution against the patient, not the caregiver. It's
No, well, I'm saying the licensee takes on the position and protected similar kind of immunity of the patient, and that their acquisition, right? Whereas before the dispensaries couldn't, they were the ones that were doing the illegal behavior. Now you're extending the protections to the business owner.
Well, in theory, the dispensary and the caregivers were both operating illegally. The caregivers are selling overages they're not supposed to, and dispensaries are buying overages that they're not supposed to buy. So now the state has said dispensary is cool, you can buy the overages, but they have not really said the caregivers can sell those overages. And I think the caregivers, we're kind of in a gray area here.
Are we? I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going there. I mean, I understand it's not legal advice, but the idea, this is what I'm saying. I'm not ready to give in yet. I think, and I'm still somewhat optimistic that this shit that's been going on for the last 8 years, the nonsense, the word, splitting,
That's the problem.
it's not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, okay.
It's not going to happen. And when it happens, I'm going to call people out.
I hear Jeff is laughing as he's walking out the room.
It's not going to happen anymore. Jeff promised. The
war is over if you want.
The war is over, I know. I'm saying if this is what's going on, and
is the war over? I mean, we're still wrestling.
I'm joking. Listen, it's not over.
It's
no
not
one's
even
looking.
close to over.
Battle's still going on, but I'm saying this. I mean, this is. Can we all just agree it's absurd? I mean, it's a great
absurd.
step.
Yeah.
It doesn't specific. I mean, we can agree that there's we know that they don't say where it comes from, but in order for it to be received into the system, certain things have to happen. So it's not. So it's more of a step. They're putting a. It is. They can say that we don't talk about where it came from, but where it came from must go through these steps in order for it to be in a category of us to even consider that we don't know where it came from.
Right.
Which is what? Testing and disclosures, right?
Yeah,
of course they do.
The caregiver doesn't have to test, though. The dispensary
Facility
that buys it has to test it. Yeah.
They may bring it, whatever. I mean, there's nothing to prevent them from testing.
No, I think it says that they have to test it.
Of course they do.
Required.
But I mean, it's got to be tested before it's on the shelf.
Right.
I don't know that it does. It imparts upon the.
No, the seller doesn't test it. The buyer tests it. And not the patient. The dispensary is going to test it upon purchasing
Understood.
it from the whatever entity they purchased it from that we don't really know.
In the world of the grays, when things were gray and not as clear as they are right now.
Right.
Do you think that? And I say this only as your knowledge and critique and review of the various places that exist out there, and we're operating in the gray area. Would you say that a certain percentage of the product that was on the shelves was genuinely tested and information available for?
No, I would say the majority of it was not tested in any dispensary I've been in.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
The flour, I don't believe that. I think some of the cartridges were, but I think the majority of the product is not tested. Maybe it's changed now. Maybe with the new licenses, the ones that have obtained their licenses, maybe they are doing complete testing. I know that Q's place is. I know she's following that 100%, but that's a brand new place. And I've been in a lot of dispensaries in Detroit, and no, they're buying out of backpacks. People are coming in with backpacks and selling quarter pounds and half pounds and pounds into these dispensaries. That's where they're getting their product. It's not tested.
All right. And it's probably harder to get it tested because the ones that were previously testing it, are now working within the system, and I don't know, they may be more.
Well, I just think that they have just historically not tested. People just haven't tested.
I understand.
I think, I'm sure that most people agree. It's much safer to buy your medicine from a caregiver than a dispenser. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what the growers have used, especially if they're buying from just people off the street. You don't know what's in that.
It's weird because
You don't
you know, people have been buying marijuana and smoking marijuana forever, and they've never tested it. Right?
Yeah, never cared, and you never cared. I remember back in the day, you'd find bugs in there and
I know what you're talking
rocks and all kinds of
Never
crazy
know
stuff.
what you're talking
Yeah, yeah. Well, not you specifically. I'm talking to Tommy over here because I know that
Right.
Michael, you never saw
Stone
anything like that. But yeah,
College, I saw something called monkey paw once, and then I met
yeah,
the
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that too. But of course, that was ancient history.
It was. All right, let's take a break because I know we got to get into some more activity here. Jeff, did I miss anything? I don't know. Did I cover this well? I mean, it was mostly tended to be insulting towards the way they've treated caregivers.
Yeah.
I mean, can we agree that? I mean, look, what the point I was trying to make at the end was as the caregiver system has kept the patients going.
And in the end, they're the ones still in the gray area. They're still the ones not declared as being legal.
It's like the Giving Tree. You remember that book, The Giving Tree?
Yeah.
You know, give a little more, take some more.
Yeah.
The boy was happy. Right? It's a really sad book. It's a sad, sad book. All right, let's take a break out with all that said. All right. We will be right back, and we'll come up with some new topics when that happens. So listen to Planet Green Shoes.
This next song, if you're young and you know this song, it's probably because your parents played it the whole time you were growing up. But you had no
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. I hit the levee and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, I thought I heard them say, Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called him the captain, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. We're living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise, what a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, they drink champagne on ice. And she said, we're all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, gathered for the feast, stab it with their stealing knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find a passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the nightman, we are programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can